All right, so here we are getting set up to take the bed off the back of the Gladiator. We'll get to the other side here in a second. So just to get it to this point, you'll see that there are 1, 2, and then 3 15mm bolts on the passenger and driver side. To get those out, I used a long extension and a flexible head socket wrench. I did not use an impact. There was a user on Reddit that said he broke, maybe we can see one in there, I don't know, but he said he broke one of the nuts off. Maybe you can see that. Inside, he ended up having to cut a hole in his bed to basically hold on to the nut while he undid it from the bottom. I don't know if that was because of an impact or not, but if you've ever done anything with body bolts on here, doing frame sliders or rock sliders or anything, you'll know that you just need to kind of take your time. So those came out, all 6 came out just fine for me. No issues, like I said, with just a socket wrench, no impact, just took my time. You will have to remove the inner fenders. It's mostly just these plastic rivets, and then there's a couple of bolts. And then on the passenger side, there is this electrical connector. If we move to the driver's side, you'll see that there are actually 2 connectors. One is the backup camera, the other one is the rest of the wiring. Also on the driver's side, hopefully this comes out okay, you can see that we've got the fill neck. What I did with the fill neck is I unscrewed the canister here, and I also took this nut off and pulled the whole fill neck out of the rubber hose, and that allowed me to actually break it, not break it, but get it down here below the bed. There's a lot of people that say you need to pick the bed up about 12 inches to have the bed clear all of this. What I'm going to do when the time comes to take the bed off is I am going to, again, disconnect the canister, let it hang down. I'm going to pull the fill neck out of the hose, let that dangle, and hopefully I'll only need to go up, 4 to 6 inches. The lift I'm using should give me 8 to 10 inches. However, I know those straps are going to stretch, but we'll look at that when the time comes. To get the fill neck out, really this is just a more or less a rubber grommet, and you've got these bolts here just line up inside. There's 3 of them. There's basically 3 nuts that you have to undo to kind of get this free. So that's basically what it is: 3 connectors, 6 bed bolts, and then these 3 nuts to get this loose. So like I said, I pulled these off as well to get that loose. But yeah, we'll see how the whole bed lifting process goes here in a little bit. If the lift doesn't work, I've got friends coming over to help me potentially pick it up by hand if it comes to that, but we will be back. All right, so I'm a terrible videographer. I did not set it up for the removal of the bed. I will post up some pictures, but you can see it came off just like we expected. Taking off, bolting loose the canister and removing the feed neck allowed us to just lift it up a little bit to be able to drive it out. The only thing, it was a little twisted with the way we lifted it. That could be just because of how I had it strapped to the lift. We'll show you pictures in the video, or I already showed you pictures in the video. Only thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning was this breather tube is strapped to the bed, probably right about here somewhere. So once we started to lift it up, we realized it was still pressed on. So we went ahead and removed that, but that was the only extra piece. Like I said, when we were pulling the bed off, it started to rub here in the corners, where the bumper was. Obviously, if you pulled the bumper, you wouldn't have that problem. I was trying to take shortcuts, so oh well. But yeah, came off really easily. Like I said, we could have just done it with 4 guys and just picked it up. It would have been just as easy, I think. It is nice. So right now I do have it sitting up on top of my lift, just up on 4 jack stands. You know, nothing crazy, nothing special. Just waiting for somebody to hopefully come and buy it. Thanks for watching.